Join me, Teresa Graham, on the inspiring journey of Coffee Time Talk podcast, where we explore the power of thought in shaping our actions and ultimately our lives. Let's embark on a transformative experience together every week with motivational words that will spark positive change within us.
I'm so excited. I sit back and I think about how good God is to me. I think about how good He is to me. If it was not for God on my side, where would I be today? I don't even know where I'd be today. I probably would have been dead, gone, already dead. But He kept me here for a reason. And I want to live out my purpose, And even if it's for one somebody, I want to be able to be effective. Does that make sense? I want to be effective. When I'm speaking, I want to speak into their spirit, man, to let them see their purpose. I think that's the reason why I'm still here, because I love to see people and I love to celebrate people and to see them live out their purpose. And I think that is the reason why God allowed me to live this long. Because a lot of people don't talk about health. We talk about money and we talk about other things. But we don't talk about health. And health is very important. Because you need your health to complete your assignments, goals, the job that you're on. You need health to take care of your family. You need health to even go on vacations and to enjoy, life. And so these are things that we must keep in mind, is that we all need health. And so health is very important, because as you get older, you want to make sure that you are in good shape. I remember looking at a lady, and I'm sure many of you have found this. I think she was in her 80s or maybe 70s or maybe late 70s. She was lifting weights, okay? And she had a body to put my body to shame. She had a nice body. And so I remember when I was younger, how I used to run around and play games and hopscotch and Mother May I and all these other little games, and how I used to go outside barefooted, how I didn't wear sweaters and coats outside in the cold. I used to do little things. I used to eat a lot of sugary foods, okay? And not realizing that stuff was bad for me. I didn't know any better. And so when you don't know any better, you don't do better. But when you know better, you know to do better. And so I found myself, guys, I was like, I don't know. I just abused my body, in other words. I didn't abuse it with alcohol or tobacco or drugs or anything like that. But sugar is addictive. And so I became addicted to sugar. Okay. I had addiction for sugar. And so that's bad on your body. To be honest with you, it's bad on your body. And so my intake of sugar was more, I would eat that like it was like drinking water. And I had to have my sugar. And so it was bad on my body. Did I know that? No, I didn't know that, because all my life I was addicted to sugar, and not realizing that sugar was bad for my body. And health is a very important part of life, because, if you have a bad headache and you have migraine headaches, we need to know why are we having migraine headaches. And the body, I believe the body tells you what it needs. I really do. Just like a plant outside will shrivel over if it doesn't have enough water. And so you have to turn around and give that plant some water, and then you'll see the leaves just spring up. you know? And so a plant is just like our bodies. Our bodies will tell us what it needs. It's up to us to pay attention to what our body is saying and what our body says it needs. Does that make sense? So we want to make sure that we are giving our body what it needs. And that's what I want to do.
Dear friends, I hope this message has been a blessing to you and your family. Your feedback is important to us, so please don't hesitate to reach out. If you're new to our podcast, we welcome you warmly and invite you to join us for future episodes of Coffee Time Talk. Tune in next week for another thought-provoking discussion.